Hi, I'm a guy on the internet, and I like Reddit. So, I'm gonna read Reddit and... I'm not even recording on the mic. I'm smart. I'm a smarty boy. Smarty boy, drink my coffee. No. Yep.
Oh, hi! Yeah, let's just... Hi, I posted this in last night, but I think I will share it here as well. Hello, happy Reddit people. Your friendly Canadian Maple Leaf is back at it again. This story is a bit on the short and weird side. Back in 2001, I worked for the phone order desk for the big red office company known for its staples. See what I did there? No, I do not, because, I am Australian. I do not think I have that store here. One day, I woke up to a massive snowstorm that spanned the entire East Coast from Massachusetts all the way to Nova Scotia. It was bad, but orders came from our American bosses who decided we were hardy Canadians and used to snow, so the call center was still open. Never said they were overly bright. I stumbled into work, got a large coffee to thaw myself out, and booted up my system. Seriously, it was cold out there. I made myself comfy just as my first call of the day buzzed in. Thank you for calling.
Yes, hello, I'm calling to let you know my son Donovan will not be into work today due to the storm.
Now, I only took calls from US customers and our phone lines were not accessible by local people, so I was a bit confused. Lol. Donovan, ma'am, you have reached blah order desk.
Yes, I know. I need you to tell Donovan's boss he won't be in today.
Can you tell me where he works?
He works for you, and it is crazy to expect him to come in today.
Can you tell me what Donovan's job is?
He works in the warehouse over the state line. Now, you need to tell his boss he isn't coming in today.
The Big Red Store has about 100 various warehouses, sorting centers, and delivery hubs across America. Which state line is that, ma'am?
Obvious, it's...
State I forget now, lol. So I put her on hold, and I looked up our nearest warehouse to Donovan's state line. Hello? Someone's trying to get in when I'm busy using the room. Okay, I found his warehouse. If you hold on some more, I can try to call his boss for you. New convo. With the boss. Blah warehouse. Hello? Yes, this is Wafer 2016 from the Big Red Store. I'm calling to let you know Donovan won't be in today because of the weather. Wait. What? Who is this? Trying not to laugh. Would you believe? I am Red Store operator calling from Canada. Okay, you lost me. How do you know Donovan and why isn't he coming in? His mum called our order line and asked me to call you. And he wouldn't call in himself. I only know what I knows. This is officially one for the records. A Canadian calls in for one of my workers. We both shared a laugh and wished each other a safe, snowy day. So, yeah, I worked there, but didn't. But was able to help anyway. I had to get more coffee after that call. Goes to show, you can always rely on a Canadian. And your mum. You can rely on your mum too. Did she... You know, if you just want them to call in sick for you, I guess. Shout out to people without mums, though. You guys are screwed. Moving on. And for all the fans of pettiness, we move on to Pro Revenge with a post by Mythos. I'm going to assume you're typed Mythos. Boss didn't let anybody leave after finishing work. Enjoy being swatted. Hello there. This story happened like 15 years ago. I witnessed the entire scene and laughed at the outcome for days. A little backstory. I live in Colombia, South America. I used to work for a USA bank, the one with an umbrella. Not the best place to work, but it had some great benefits, like mortgage loans with a especially good low interest rate for the employees. Here in my country, by law, the companies must pay the employees an extra salary yearly payable half in June and half in December. It is called Prima Legal. Okay, I feel this is going to be hard to properly read. Or I just suck at reading. And the bank goes an extra mile and pays their employees an extra 1.5 salary to be payable as well as in June and December. The bank also pays for a premium health insurance, on top of the basic but good health insurance required by law, among other things. These benefits were won by the union reps who negotiate with the bank the terms every 2 years. Here in my country, union reps are a pain in the ass for the companies, and a bad union association could and had made a company go under and close operations. So, joining the union is heavily discouraged in general. On the other hand, being a member of a union, especially if they were a rep of the union, is very dangerous here. They could get killed just for that. Here's the cast. Boss, operations director for the bank, who was hired by the bank to specially make a living hell to the union associates. Awful person, vindictive and cruel. Or vindictive? Vindictive or vindicative? Rep. A union rep who is an independent lawyer and works at the bank just to make boss regret working there. Gawler. A special police force that deals with kidnappings and extortion. Guard. A security guard in charge of letting employees leave the premises. To the story! Rep. Been a lawyer who had his own clients, works strictly the legal time required by his contract. Then he goes to his other business office to attend his legal cases, so he generally clocks out before anyone else who stayed finishing their job and making other tasks. Boss noticed rep behavior and introduced a new policy. Nobody is to leave the premises until everyone was ready to leave, so the bank security locks everyone in, and we couldn't leave until everyone was ready. One day, not long after that, Rep had an appointment with a client and went to the exit and asked the security guard to let him out. The guard told him that he couldn't leave until Boss and everyone else go. So he went to speak to Boss, and she told him that he has to stay like everyone else, and that if he didn't like it, he should quit his bank job. Otherwise, he would lose his other business and lose money. He didn't say anything more and went to his chair looking defeated. Boss was delighted. Told everyone there that she had him and started to make fun of him. What Boss didn't know was that he has been waiting for this opportunity since she put this new policy in place, and he knew it wasn't going to take long before he had to be on a meeting with a client. On his workstation, he called the police, asked them to transfer his call to the special Gawler unit in charge of kidnappings. About 20 minutes after he called the police, the Gawler unit arrives at the bank. No less than 15 heavily armed police officers, picture something like 15 heavily armed SWAT, storm at the front door of the bank. The security guard was livid, pale. The police informed him that they received a call that a kidnapped victim was held in the bank. The guard called Boss, who ran out of her office to the front door to deal with the situation. In the meantime, Rep was with the most satisfying smile on his face. I remember to be scared like everyone else, and when I looked at him smiling, I began to realize what was happening. Boss starts screaming at the police Gawler units that there was no kidnapped victim at the bank. Then Rep raises his voice and says,
Yes there is. I'm the victim.
"You're not kidnapped!" She screams. "You're not kidnapped!" She screams.
I am held here against my will. That is typified as kidnapping.
He calmly replied. Boss looked at him with her eyes wide open, realizing the major screw-up she put herself into, and said, "But I'm not detaining you against your will!"
Yes, you are. I went to your desk and told you that I finished my work and needed to leave, and you told me that no, that I couldn't go because of the new policy you implemented. So, I'm being held against my will, see?
"Do you want to press charges, sir?"
Yes, I do.
No, go, leave! Nobody is detaining you!
Officer, there are other people here who have finished their work, and they are also being detained here against their will.
No! Anybody who has finished their work or wants to go, you can leave!
So we went to our homes. Boss had to stay in the bank on the line with the legal department, and her boss, Rep, went to see his client. Boss didn't get fired. That was what she was hired to do, I guess. I never knew how a person like that could be working for so many years, been so racist and a bad person in general, stepping over anyone. So the fact that she didn't get fired for that, or the many other things she pulled off, was because the bank encouraged it, I guess. Look, I'm gonna be thankful to never have to resort to calling a SWAT team on my workplace just to leave. Thank God for my Australian privilege. Haha, safe work conditions. And we're back to Tales from Call Centers with a post by White Dragon Witch. Ooh, fantastic, that's the word I'm looking for. I know English. Entitled woman keeps screaming at me because it was my fault she forgot her husband has a credit card. Yo, so I hope y'all are ready for this. It's long, so there's a TLDR at the end. Excellent. That means it's either gonna drag on for all eternity, or it's gonna drag on for all eternity. As we all know, when that end shift happens, we leave as soon as possible. People are hex on the phone more than in person, I found. So I used to work for a credit card company and, like usual, data protection is a big thing. With credit cards, it's even more of a big deal. This lady, we'll call her Karen, calls up about 20 minutes before we close. Good afternoon, thank you for calling Credit Card Company. You're speaking to OP. Can I take your 16-digit credit card, please?
Yes, it's XX.
Okay, can you just confirm the name on the account? At this point, I can see that it definitely was not her account. It was the same surname, but with data protection, I can't tell her anything about the account unless she passes data protection.
That's the thing. This letter arrived with this number on, but it's not my number, and I am the only one who has a credit card with you.
I see. Unfortunately, I can't tell you anything about the account unless data protection is passed. I decided to give her a hint at this. I wanted to just go home. Is there anyone else who could have an account?
No, only I have a credit card with you. Just tell me who it is. It's my address clearly, and I have the number. Just tell me.
Unfortunately, I can't do that due to the Data Protection Act. This goes on for
45 goddamn minutes!
I'm the last person there, me and one supervisor. I told him many times that I couldn't, and maybe there's a family member who has a credit card. Finally, I hear a door closing on the phone and I get excited. The husband is home! I'm grinning widely as I hear her speaking.
Finally! I've been talking to this girl for an hour about this letter. Have you ever had a company credit card?
And my savior. Yeah, why? There's silence. I'm excited. I want to laugh and cry because finally, it's over.
Is it my husband's card?
Can you confirm his name, please?
Yeah, it's XX.
I just need to confirm with Mr. X that it's okay to speak to you on his behalf. He does so and he passes. Woohoo!
So, it's my husband's account.
Yup.
That's why you asked if anyone else had one, isn't it?
Due to data protection, I can't discuss accounts without permission from the account holder. I can confirm details with you and now data protection has been passed and authority has been given. The account was fully paid off and the letter was about a credit card limit increase being available. He just wanted the account closed. Nearly an hour after we finished, I hung up and was given death glares by my supervisor. I quit soon after. She was nice after, but jeez. TLDR, woman's husband didn't tell her he had a credit card and she keeps yelling at me for 45 minutes after closing before finding out she was wrong. I mean, like, I've done call sale jobs in the past, and trying to communicate over phones, especially with strangers, is the worst thing. So, my condolences. My condolences. I understand your pain. Okay, that's all we really have time for today. Well, I have time for today. There's no we. It's me. It's all me. Yeah, if you like the stuff, please subscribe. Like the video. Help me out. Comment anything. Tell me how much you hate me, that you wish I was dead, punch me in the throat, not original. You know, yeah, anything that's really supportive, I'd really appreciate it. Stay frosty. You're awesome. I'm dragging this on. Bye.